Hello everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise and this reading will be for Wednesday, May 12th, 2021. I'm looking for a spiritual message to help us grow and evolve, but also with help for the day. And I'm using the Thelema Tarot today. If you like it, it comes in a really cool box, if I can find it. Where's the box? Oh my goodness. Oh, here it is. Up on my windowsill. I would appreciate it if it comes in a nice box with a book and everything, but I would appreciate it if there were some more, I don't know, diversity, I suppose, in some of these decks. Ethnic diversity. So we have the Five of Cups reversed, Ten of Swords reversed, which is might be a better way to have that. Well, it depends. It all depends on the situation. And then we have Temperance. Okay. So with the Five of Cups reversed being our theme, this card, straight up is all about grieving and loss and going fully through the grief as much as we can. I mean, it comes in stages when we've lost someone, because often that's what this card is all about. It has to do with loneliness and despair and grieving someone who has, crossed over. It can have us feeling sometimes unloved. It can be that type of, quality of experience. When it comes through reversed, that brings us into that realm of moving on and healing and finding peace, because you've gone fully through, or as far through as you can go at the time. So it can be a stage of moving on. I love the beautiful lotus type of flower that's behind in this image. It's really beautiful. That's one thing with this deck. There are some of the images are more beautiful than anything I've ever seen. And it's a smaller deck. If you have smaller hands, it's easy to handle, and it shuffles like a dream. But anyway, so moving on, forgiving, healing, hope returning, because we're no longer looking at what we don't have anymore. We've gone through it, and we're ready to look at life in a whole new way. Now, with the Ten of Swords reversed, that can actually, sometimes it can be like being on a bed of nails, but this could be the past. And now that the grieving has happened fully, or the fully felt disappointment, whatever it is, has happened, then the healing is happening. Also, Ten of Swords reversed can sometimes bring in help, support, like to get through the loss. Because straight up, it's a card of it's done. Whatever it is, you're done. And you can see the light coming in behind the shadows, the clouds and the darkness and the storm, showing you that, okay, it's over, you're done, you can't do anything more, and you have to walk away. You have to get up and walk away. So when it's reversed, it could be that's what's happening. There's hope and healing and forgiveness, because the past is is done. You're kind of like moving through. Other times it could be that this has to do with the courage that it takes to fully feel all your feelings, and you're like seeking support from the higher realms, and that's how the forgiveness comes in. So I think that's the main message I'm seeing here, because we have to go with this major arcana card, the Temperance, that always reminds me, especially with this combination here, that this card to me is about bridging the gap. I mean, of course, it's about moderance, or moderance, temperance, moderation, balance, most of all, and especially because you can see in the cups here, like balancing out the soul substance. And this is one of the Archangel cards. Now, to me, this card has to do with bridging the gap. It has to do with opening up to something other than yourself. And this could be a loved one where, two people come together and you create a relationship, and the relationship is like the third entity. This card reminds me of a trine, like in astrology, or the Holy Trinity, or just the trine, the geometric shape of 3 points coming together, and they're all equal. So bridging that gap is what is coming inside of yourself in whatever it is. If it's grieving of any type, of that forgiveness that it takes to get through something that has ended deeply, and you come through the other side, well, here you are, and you've bridged that gap. And now life can be completely different, because this is all about, temperance is all about harmonizing the soul substance, bringing the soul substance back into balance, or actually creating balance that was never there before, because this is a major gateway. It's an evolutionary gateway of a card, as all the major arcanas are. But, it's not a linear process where you go from one to the next to the next. We revisit these gateways over and over again in order to heal. So we have to have patience when this card comes in, but because we know that we're coming back to harmony and deep inside of our soul substance, that's the main thing that's happening. So why not be patient, right? Why not be patient? Let me use this deck here. Where's the box? Oh, here it is. I got this deck recently, this Awakened Soul by Ethony. It's a oracle deck of oversized cards, so bear with me. Let's see what else, because I feel like there's some other support we can have here. I like the bees on the background. She created it that way, saying that we're a community of bees. All the nectar that we create together. So this card, this is interesting. It's called Sovereignty, yeah. So sovereignty to me is when we're in our own authority. I don't know how anyone else sees it. I feel like it's when we're in our autonomous authority. And I'm not quite sure what that has to do with well, I guess it could go with the Temperance card, but I've got compassion, so sovereignty, compassion, and simplicity. Well, I think we just have a completely different message here. This is the first time in a year and a half or however long I've had my channel that these cards don't seem to really go with the tarot cards. They're not supporting or backing up the tarot cards. We have a different message. But maybe, well, I feel like the message here actually is that when we can be compassionate with ourselves, no matter what we're moving through. So maybe it does kind of go with this, grieving process, forgiveness process, because you have to have compassion in order to forgive. And it is a very, very simple thing, this card of simplicity. It gets the music and the harmony going back in your life. So maybe it does make sense, because there's music and harmony in the Temperance card. And forgiveness, you have to have, compassion in order to get to the forgiveness place. That's just how it works. I mean, you can't. You have to, let go and have compassion. And then no, okay, I guess it does. I guess it does kind of go, because to have sovereignty in your own life, to have your autonomy and be in your authority, where you are your own, human, you are your own person, that does let the swords just fall out of your back. Because when the Ten of Swords is straight up, you're taking on, well, you have taken on, and it's done. You've taken on with the swords all of the mental beliefs of other people, and you've been betrayed. But when you don't, when you're autonomous enough to not really care what other people think of you, the swords just fall out of your back. There's like nothing more to deal with there. You're yourself. So I don't know. That's my spin on this. Maybe it is just a spin, but that's about the best I can do there as far as combining. But if we just take the message for these 3 cards, it is a very simple thing to walk, in another person's shoes and have compassion for them and to just let that go. And maybe the storyline here is that to have autonomy and sovereignty within ourselves, that's something no one else can ever take away from us. But to have compassion for when life gets complicated and we can't find the simple truth in that. On another way, looking at it from another way, if we get inside the simple truth of just having compassion and forgiveness, that leads to our sovereignty. Like if we were to read it this way. Right? Because sometimes you don't have to take things in the order they come. So, but anyway, that's all I have. I love the images here. This artwork is beautiful. And if you do like this deck, she has her own website. It's ethony.com, and ETHONY, and she sends it really quick. They're a little expensive, but not crazy expensive at all. And I think it's because she sends it like, 2-day express or something. It came really fast. So, and the cards are gorgeous. There's many other ones that are, without doing like a full-on deck review here, we've got adventure, wisdom. It's pretty much all healing, pretty much all the human aspects that we all go through. Perseverance, truth. Ooh, I like that. Meditate, rescue, sensuality, vision, challenge, perspective. Yeah, gorgeous. Okay, well, I'm going to sign off for now, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and take good care. Bye.